These 6 architectural masterpieces are a must-see on a trip to the United States. One of the best ways to explore the United States is by discovering its most striking architectural masterpieces. These are the ones you won't want to miss on your next trip. On a trip to the United States, visitors are usually looking for the big, popular cities or the iconic American national parks. But at the heart of these fascinating landscapes are architectural masterpieces that have become a central part of American history. Buildings, infrastructures, or artistic constructions, these are the ones to include in the list of sites to visit during a trip across the Atlantic. The capital, Washington, D.C. Who could list the most beautiful architectural masterpieces in the United States without mentioning the symbol of American democracy, the Capitol? Located at the top of Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., it is famously the seat of the United States Congress. Built in the early 19th century, this imposing piece of neoclassical architecture with its large white dome was designed to inspire respect and admiration. The dome, completed in 1866, is particularly spectacular, reaching a height of 88 meters. Inside, frescoes and sculptures adorn the walls of the rotunda. Built in the early 19th century, this imposing piece of neoclassical architecture with its large white dome was designed to inspire respect and admiration. The dome, completed in 1866, is particularly spectacular, reaching a height of 88 meters. Inside, frescoes and sculptures adorn the walls of the rotunda. The Empire State Building, New York. You can't plan a trip to New York without including the majestic Empire State Building. Built in 1931, this 102-story Art Deco skyscraper was the tallest building in the world for almost 40 years. Although this record has since been surpassed several times, its iconic silhouette still stands out against the city skyline. Visitors can take a lift to the observatory on the 86th floor for a breathtaking view of New York, including the Statue of Liberty, Central Park, and the bridges linking Manhattan with the other boroughs. The Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco, California. The Golden Gate Bridge is undoubtedly one of the most famous bridges in the world. Completed in 1937, this suspension bridge crosses the Golden Gate Strait, linking the city of San Francisco to Marin County. With its flamboyant red steel cables and massive pylons, this engineering masterpiece defied the laws of physics and is now an icon of modern architecture. The bridge's distinctive color, chosen to contrast with the fog that often covers San Francisco Bay, and its slender silhouette make the Golden Gate an impressive visual spectacle. Practicable on foot, by bike or by car, the bridge offers spectacular views of the Pacific Ocean, the surrounding hills, and the city, a must-see on any trip to the United States. The Fallingwater House, Mill Run, Pennsylvania. The Fallingwater House, designed by architect Frank Lloyd Wright in 1935, is one of the most famous works of organic architecture. This unique style seeks to mesh buildings into their natural environment. Located in the heart of Pennsylvania's forests, this house is built right above a waterfall. Hence the name. With its concrete terraces and large bay windows, the house seems to be carved out of the rock, creating a harmonious cohabitation between nature and architecture. Fallingwater House is a masterpiece of modern architecture and one of the famous architect's most impressive projects. Mount Rushmore, Keystone, South Dakota. This unique monument, carved directly into the mountains of the Black Hills, is one of the most famous landmarks in the United States. Mount Rushmore, inaugurated in 1941, represents the faces of 4 American presidents who have gone down in history: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. The sculpture, whose face are about 18 meters high, is an impressive feat of art and engineering. This monumental site not only pays tribute to the history of the United States, but is also a great way to explore the surrounding countryside. This mainstay of American culture and history is a must-see on your trip. The Guggenheim Museum, New York. If you needed any more proof of Frank Lloyd Wright's immense legacy to American architecture, then having the second work by the artist among the world's finest architectural masterpieces is proof enough. The famous Guggenheim Museum in New York was also designed by Lloyd Wright. A true architectural marvel, it was inaugurated in 1959 and went against the conventions of traditional museums of the time. Its fluid, organic structure, which flares open as you go up, offers an immersive experience to discover modern art in a spectacular setting. The museum's exterior, with its white concrete and gentle curves, contrasts with the rectilinear buildings of the Upper East Side, in addition to being a must-see for architecture lovers. The permanent collection and temporary exhibitions of modern and contemporary art also make the Guggenheim a must-see in New York.